Hello, and welcome to the movie maps of a film so intense, it will keep you on the edge of your seat. Our story opens in a seemingly normal classroom, yet the air is thick with palpable fear. In front of the students sits a large, terrifying doll. At first glance, it's just a toy, but it's the host of a bloody, unforgiving game. The doll appears to be slightly intoxicated, which makes its movements and decisions even more unpredictable. The first rule is fatal: when the doll looks at you, you must not move. The slightest movement, and your head will explode in a gruesome blast. In a panic, several boys try to flee toward the doors. They mistakenly believe this is a joke and they can easily escape. However, every door and window is sealed shut, trapping them like prey. The doll spots their desperate movement, and in an instant, boom, their heads are blown apart. Witnessing this horrifying display, the remaining students are utterly petrified. Amidst the chaos, one sharp-witted boy realizes the only way out: they have to press a button hidden right behind the doll. Hearing this, another boy sprints toward the button, but the doll is too quick. Its gaze locks onto him, and his head is instantly blasted, adding to the growing terror. The screen flashes the timer. Only 1 minute remains. Now, utter desperation sets in. Everyone rushes the doll in a frantic attempt to press the button, but the doll expertly picks them off one by one. Only two friends, Sol and his best friend, remain. His friend urges Sol, "Jump onto my shoulder and press the button." With only a few seconds left, Sol leaps and successfully hits the button. They cheer, convinced they have won their freedom. But then, Sol's friend's head also explodes. The doll lets out a chilling laugh and delivers the shocking revelation: the person who presses the button will be the ultimate winner, and everyone else, including the ones who helped, must die. Sol is left alone, consumed by fear. The joy of winning vanishes, replaced by the reality of bloodshed and betrayal. Exiting the room, he meets his friend Ishika. They quickly discover that this death game is not isolated. It's happening in every classroom across the school. Their phones have no signal, and every attempt to shatter the fortified glass windows is futile. They have no choice but to move forward. Sol and Ishika find themselves in a large basketball arena. Here, they meet many other students, the winners of the previous classroom games. All of them are wearing rat costumes. The moment they step inside, the door automatically seals behind them. After a tense silence, a giant, terrifying cat enters the arena and immediately begins devouring the students one by one. Panic ensues as everyone scrambles for safety. In the midst of the chaos, Sol notices a crucial detail. There is a bull figure lying on the court, and the cat has a basketball hoop attached to its collar. Sol deduces the objective of the game. They must throw the bull figure into the basketball ring on the cat's neck. The timer shows a strict limit of 9 minutes left. A brave boy throws the bull figure, nearly scoring the winning point. But the cat snatches the figure out of the air and throws it with lethal force straight at the boy, resulting in his instant death. Sol observes a pattern. The cat is primarily attacking the students wearing the rat costumes. He yells at everyone to take off their costumes. This temporarily confuses the cat, but it quickly resumes its deadly hunt. The cat closes in on Ishika. To save her, Sol quickly puts on a rat costume, making himself the cat's primary target. The cat abandons Ishika and chases Sol and the bull figure. Wearing the costume, Sol seems to gain an understanding of the cat's movements. Sol manages to climb onto the cat's back. The remaining players rush to help him, collectively holding the cat down until it becomes exhausted and falls asleep. However, the relief is short-lived. The surviving students immediately start fighting over who will be the one to score the bull figure. They fear that, just like the first game, only the person who scores will survive. The noise wakes the cat, and it starts attacking again. To distract and confuse the monster, Sol and Ishika devise a plan. They simultaneously throw two balls at the basket, the real bull figure and a normal basketball. Sol misses his shot, but then a boy named Amaya leaps over the cat and successfully throws the bull figure into the basketball ring. They win the second game. Only Sol, Ishika, and Amaya are the survivors. But before they can celebrate, the cat releases a thick, strange smoke from its mouth, causing all three winners to lose consciousness. When Sol regains consciousness, he is in the third game. A screen reads, "Find the keys to get out." For dolls appear to explain the new rules. The players must sit blindfolded while the dolls sing and circle them. When the song abruptly stops, the player must immediately shout the name of the doll positioned directly behind them. A wrong answer or a delayed answer means death. The dolls select a boy first. He fails to guess correctly, and the dolls execute him. Next, they choose a girl. She is too slow to identify the correct doll, and the dolls brutally murder her. Finally, the dolls select Sol. He sits blindfolded as the dolls sing and spin around him. When the song ends, he remains silent. Time is declared up. The doll behind him says, "Prepare to die, you didn't answer in time." As soon as he hears the doll's voice, Sol instantly shouts out its name. The dolls mock him, saying the time is already over. Sol then reveals his genius. The sound of the time being up came from his mobile phone. He had discreetly recorded the timer's sound while the previous players were being tested. Because the real timer had not yet expired, he was still within the rules. He correctly identifies the doll behind him and wins the game through his deception and quick thinking. Upon their victory, all 4 dolls explode. The white bear and the black bear Sol and the others emerge with the key. They meet another boy frantically running toward them, pursued by a terrifying doll. The boy shouts a solution: hold hands. If we hold hands, the doll cannot harm us. Ishika also arrives, with the dreadful doll right behind her, but Sol grabs her hand and saves her. They move to 4 other rooms, where they meet 2 more boys. They discover they need a total of 7 keys to open the final door, but they only have 4. Just then, Amaya arrives with the remaining 3 keys. He slips inside, but not before the doll behind him brutally kills the boy who was holding his hand. Once the keys are inserted, a voice instructs them all to change their clothes for the next challenge. In the next stage, a giant white bear appears. The rule: they must answer questions honestly. A lie will result in death. The first question: what is your favorite food? Everyone answers, but the bear angrily announces, one of you is lying. After much thought, they accuse the boy who ran in earlier, but he insists he told the truth. The bear ignores him and kills him. The second question: do you all like bears? Everyone answers yes. The bear's anger flares again. Once again, someone is lying. This time, everyone points to a girl, accusing her of lying. She tearfully protests her innocence, but no one believes her. The bear kills her as well. Observing the pattern of death, Sol has a moment of clarity. He points directly at the bear and declares, the liar is you, not us. You are trying to manipulate us and make us turn against each other, so you can kill us. Upon hearing this bold accusation, the white bear's fur turns black, signifying their victory in the 4th game. The 5 remaining players reach the final stage. The dolls greet them, praising their resilience. They explain that this is the final, ultimate game, and it will be played among themselves. The rules of the last game: 1 player will become the devil, and the other 4 must hide. If the devil finds the 4 and successfully kicks a special tin box, the devil wins, and all 4 others die. However, if one of the hiders manages to kick the tin box before being caught, the devil dies, and the 4 survive. This is the game of sacrifice. They draw sticks, and Amaya is selected as the devil. Amaya places the tin box in its spot and leaves to find the others. He easily finds and captures 2 players, brutally torturing them before locking them in a jail. Sol and Ishika hide together, but Amaya soon discovers their location. Ishika, to buy Sol time, steps out and allows Amaya to capture her. Amaya then begins to taunt Sol. I don't even need to find you. I have 3 people now, and they will all be killed. He was saying this to emotionally compel Sol to reveal himself. Ishika desperately pleads with Sol to stay hidden. Ignoring her pleas, Sol emerges wearing a heavy iron shield. Amaya laughs. Do you really think that shield can protect you? I only need to remove your helmet and say your name, and you all die. He easily removes Sol's helmet. Sol then reveals his true purpose. The shield is not to defeat you, but to stop you. He jumps into the water with Amaya, using the shield to chain himself to the devil. Amaya is dragged into the water. However, Sol manages to slip out of the shield, though he is severely injured. Amaya, still chained, uses all his strength to break free. Both survivors begin a desperate sprint toward the tin box. Sol manages to reach the box first and kicks it. According to the rules, Sol should now die, as he made the sacrifice. But the tin box does not explode. The dolls return and reveal that they lied about the box exploding. They announce Sol as the 5th winner of the game and reward him with ice cream. The dolls claim they can all now return to their normal lives. The survivors are overjoyed, but as they eat their ice cream, they look closely at the wooden sticks. Written on the sticks is the final result: who won and who lost. Only Sol and Amaya are marked as the winners. The dolls explain that only those with a combination of power and luck can survive. The other 3, including Ishika, are executed. The final game, they reveal, was truly the game of luck. Amaya is ecstatic about his victory, but Sol is heartbroken over the loss of Ishika. Both survivors are then brought out of the God's Cube. People cheer for them, calling them the sons of God. One is hailed as God, and the other as the devil. And that is where this intense, bloody movie reaches its dramatic conclusion. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.